on the plus side, Kira has nice outfits. And can be all badass with swords. That's cool.
What even happened today besides Stiles?
Kira is awesome.
Kira's awesome.
You totally called the thing with the silver finger and the scroll. That was genius. So.
Called Silverfinger. No one breathed a word about Isaac or the coach.
Yeah, thanks for that.
We only have selective caring. Chris and Derek are still in jail.
Lydia and Allison are now criminal masterminds.
Scott can't fight. Still doesn't want to fight. Twins did not do the Morphe thing. Who? Whose body was it? Stiles took out the photo and was like, he said that he recognized one of the people in the photo and then he needed to get it to Scott.
I think it's something to do with the Japanese internment camps based on the trailers, but that is, I mean, I don't know who it would be unless it was one of Kira's parents.
There was a girl in the, it looked like Kira was playing someone in the flashback, like, who might have been one of her own ancestors. So maybe he thought he saw Kira or, like, Kira's mom in the thing, in the photo. That's a decent theory.
I don't know.
A+ to Matt, who played Oliver. You were wonderfully dorky at the beginning and terrifying at the end, so...
Yeah, A+ on the... Yeah.
A+ on the crazy.
Morella's back. She goes from the school, shows up at the hospital, is everywhere. Knows cool stuff, is like
not
reassuring, and at the same time, I will kill you.
Yeah,
so
I'm not sure how I feel about Morelle, because she's kind of like, sometimes like, oh yeah, she knows things, but also she's very balanced. And I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kill you. And I only want to associate with people who are like, let's save Stiles. Those are the only kind of people I want to associate myself with. Parrish got knocked out. Wasn't about that. So Malia as a character, I like her. I like Malia as a character. She has the Hail sass, the do-it-myself sort of attitude, not taking any shit. I like Malia.
Mm-hmm.
I like the chemistry that they had for the first half of the episode, she and Stiles. What I don't like, it was very attractive. As you see, I thought it was very attractive on both parts. A+, you're both very good at making out with people, clearly. But Malia hasn't had any real proper social interaction for 8 years, and Stiles is being periodically possessed. So I'm not exactly comfortable with... I'm not sure how I feel about it, because on one hand, you know, my instinctual reaction was, oh my god, it's happening, but I'm not sure whether or not I'm actually happy, or... To quote the Percy Jackson movie, I have very strong feelings, but I'm not sure if they're good or bad. That wasn't a direct quote, but that's where I got the idea to say that, so I figured I would cite that information for you all. Right?
But yeah, no, she's good as a character, though.
She's good as a character, though.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have her interacting with Peter at any point.
Dude, meet Peter as soon as possible.
Who also was mysteriously absent from this episode.
That's the other thing. Speaking of mysteries, who the fuck is this bitch? Who's all like pretending to be Chris's lawyer?
Yeah.
Who is this chick? Who just thinks that you can cut off people's fingers and then come waltzing back into town criticizing Chris for the way he lives his life? Who are you? What do you want? Are you looking for Cora? I think you're looking for Cora, but thus far my ideas about the show have not been pristine.
Also, I don't like what they're implying. The information that was on it, that like if you change their body, it can't possess them, and so they're implying that they're going to turn him into a werewolf.
I don't think they're going to, though.
I know, I just...
Jeff rants all the time about how much he loves that Stiles is human, and I think a large portion of the fandom would probably be, while we're all for Stiles being alive, we're not for Stiles being a werewolf.
Right.
And I mean, I've already preached my thing about Stiles being the entryway character, so if you get rid of your token human, you're gonna need a new one, and I don't like the idea of Stiles being a werewolf, but I do want him alive, so Briana came up with a good point, which I'm going to say now because Briana's probably not filming anything today. So, speaking for Briana, Briana had the idea that they might move the Nogitsune into Isaac's body, since Isaac's dying anyway, and that's why Isaac was looking all dark and evil when he was looking in the mirror.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Because then we'll still get our character death.
Oh, great.
That's the other thing. While I'm thinking, because Allison was also in that scene, and there was the Allison at the end of the preview. The girl who was pretending she was on the phone, or who legitimately thought she was on the phone, and said that one of them was right behind her.
One of what?
One of what? It could have been, I mean, Malia was still in the room, so maybe it was that. Maybe it was absolutely nothing.
But I thought
maybe,
was, yeah.
Maybe it's Nogitsune. And Stiles is only being possessed by one of many in the town. Hopefully not many. I don't like that idea. 2. We're allowed to have 2. Allison is also allowed to be possessed. And while we're talking about the preview, the only other thing from the preview that's really sticking in my mind is Derek tying Chris up and saying, "You burn my family, I burn yours." Like,
that's
wow, Derek.
Gonna be...
Wow, how did that happen? Because you just saved Chris's life last episode, and now you're trying to burn him alive.
Unless they decide to be like, oh yay, let's play musical host bodies and possess everybody.
Unless
at some point.
That would be.
That would be interesting.
Testing everybody's abilities, just like, okay, now you be dark for an episode. Now you be dark for an episode. Now you be dark for an episode. I don't know. But Derek's confirmed, right? 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 Right?
Please?
Right? I know that he wasn't on that list, but we know Stiles is confirmed, and Daniel Sharman tweeted that he is filming somewhere else for a couple weeks, and they're filming now, so, like, right? Right? Not that I want Isaac to die, but also, like...
How long does it take to film an episode? Like a week an episode-ish?
Not having done any professional acting, I have no idea how long it takes them to film an episode.
I'm guessing it probably takes, like, a week or a week and a half to do an episode, so it could be that, like, maybe he's not going to be in, like, 2 episodes, 3 episodes or something, and they could bring him back. That's, like, very, 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 very wishful thinking.
I don't know, I'm just so tired and so confused. I still feel nauseous. High energy, but I haven't come to a conclusive decision about my emotions on this episode yet. So, you feel free to let us know your conclusive emotions in the comments, or make response videos. I don't know, let's branch out. Do anything that you want and have time to do, friends. The recap part of this video hasn't been too exciting because I emotionally shut down after I left the room and started hyperventilating. I really would like to not vomit, so I'm gonna try and keep this attitude for the next 24 hours. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching this, it means you survived. You're still trucking. Good for you. And let's hope that at the very least we get some protective Peter and more neck kissing. Because Dylan O'Brien kissing people's necks makes the world a better place. Especially for Malia. God, I really hope they didn't have sex. I really hope that that was not a thing. I'm not going into this rant. I'm not going into this rant on camera. I'm not putting that out on the internet because I'm just so... I'm not comfortable with the way this is happening. Yeah, so... bye! I stole that from Briana. That's Briana's thing. Oops. Now you have a little Briana.
Briana's Leahy Lover Moment. Briana's Leahy Lover Moment.
Right, so I guess we'll see you next week. Bye.
I sound like a lion and not a werewolf.
I don't know what I sound like, but